Imagine a war. Now imagine that war being over before you could finish your morning tea. That's precisely what happened in 1896 when the British Empire and the Sultanate of Zanzibar clashed in a conflict that lasted a mere 38 minutes, earning its place in history as the shortest war ever recorded. This blink-and-you'll-miss-it battle, known as the Anglo-Zanzibar War, might seem like a footnote in the grand tapestry of history, but it offers a fascinating glimpse into the complex dynamics of imperialism, diplomacy, and the price of defiance in a world on the brink of change. For centuries, the island of Zanzibar, nestled off the coast of East Africa, thrived as a major trading hub, particularly in the spice and slave trade. Its strategic location in the Indian Ocean attracted the attention of European powers, with the British Empire gradually asserting its influence over the Sultanate of Zanzibar throughout the 19th century. This relationship, however, was fraught with tension. The British, keen on expanding their colonial reach and stamping out the slave trade, often found themselves at odds with the ruling Zanzibari Sultan, who sought to maintain his sovereignty and traditional ways. The simmering tensions between Britain and Zanzibar reached a boiling point in 1896, upon the death of the pro-British Sultan Hamad bin Thuwaini. His cousin, Khalid bin Bargash, seized power in a palace coup, defying a treaty with Britain that required the Sultan's successor to be approved by the British consul. This act of defiance was seen as a direct challenge to British authority. The British, determined to assert their dominance and make an example of Zanzibar, responded with an ultimatum. Khalid bin Bargash must surrender and step down or face the full might of the British military. Section 4. A battle won before it began. The 38 minutes that shook Zanzibar. On the morning of August 27, 1896, as the sun rose over the harbor of Zanzibar City, the British ultimatum expired. The air was thick with tension, as the residents of the city braced themselves for what was to come. The British Empire, determined to assert its dominance, had issued a stark warning to Khalid bin Bargash, the self-proclaimed Sultan of Zanzibar. Khalid bin Bargash, refusing to back down, barricaded himself inside his palace, with a small contingent of loyal guards, ready to face the impending storm. His defiance was a bold statement against the might of the British Empire, but it was also a desperate gamble. The palace, a symbol of his authority, was now a fortress under siege. At precisely 9 a.m., the British warships anchored in the harbor unleashed a thunderous barrage upon the Sultan's palace and other strategic targets in Zanzibar City. The sound of cannon fire echoed through the streets, shaking the very foundations of the city. The British forces, equipped with superior firepower and naval artillery, were relentless in their assault. The bombardment, a display of overwhelming firepower, lasted a mere 38 minutes. In that short span of time, the landscape of Zanzibar was forever altered. Buildings crumbled, smoke filled the air, and the once proud palace was reduced to ruins. The sheer intensity of the attack left little room for resistance. By 9:38 a.m., the Zanzibari defenses crumbled, the Sultan's flag was lowered, and the shortest war in history came to an abrupt end. The British had achieved their objective with ruthless efficiency, and the fate of Zanzibar was sealed. The brief but intense conflict served as a stark reminder of the power dynamics at play during the age of imperialism. Section 5. Aftermath, the winds of change. The Anglo-Zanzibar War, despite its brevity, had lasting consequences. Khalid bin Bargash, escaping the palace during the bombardment, fled into exile, marking the end of his short-lived reign and solidifying British control over Zanzibar, which became a British protectorate until its independence in 1963. The war, a stark demonstration of British military superiority, served as a cautionary tale to other rulers in East Africa who might consider challenging British dominance. It also highlighted the growing disparity in military technology between European powers and many parts of the world during this period of rapid colonial expansion. Section 6. A battle of superlatives, quick facts and figures. The Anglo-Zanzibar War, beyond its notoriety as the shortest war ever fought, boasts a number of intriguing facts and figures. Shortest war. The conflict lasted a mere 38 minutes, from the first shot fired to the ceasefire. This brief yet intense skirmish began at 9:02 a.m. on August 27, 1896, and by 9:40 a.m., the Sultan's flag was lowered, signaling the end of hostilities. The rapid conclusion of the war is a testament to the overwhelming firepower and strategic advantage held by the British forces. One-sided affair. The British suffered minimal casualties with only one sailor wounded. This starkly contrasts with the heavy losses on the Zanzibari side, highlighting the disparity in military capability and preparedness between the two forces. The British forces were well equipped and highly trained, which played a crucial role in their swift victory. Zanzibari casualties, however, were significantly higher, with an estimated 500 soldiers and civilians killed or wounded. The aftermath of the battle left a lasting impact on the local population, with many families mourning the loss of their loved ones. The destruction caused by the bombardment also led to significant damage to the infrastructure of Zanzibar. Naval power. The British deployed 5 warships, including cruisers and gunboats, armed with superior firepower against the Zanzibari defenses. These ships were equipped with the latest naval artillery, capable of delivering devastating blows to the enemy positions. The overwhelming naval superiority of the British was a decisive factor in the outcome of the conflict. A costly victory. The Sultanate of Zanzibar was forced to pay reparations to the British government for the cost of the shells fired during the bombardment. This financial burden added to the already significant toll on the Zanzibari economy and society. The reparations were a stark reminder of the consequences of the conflict and the dominance of the British Empire during that era. Section 7, A Lasting Significance. Echoes of a 38-minute war. The Anglo-Zanzibar War, though a fleeting moment in time, was a conflict that lasted just 38 minutes, making it the shortest recorded war in history. Despite its brevity, the war had far-reaching consequences. It continues to resonate as a symbol of the complexities and imbalances of power during the age of colonialism. The war was a stark representation of the overwhelming might of the British Empire and the vulnerability of smaller nations. It serves as a reminder of the human cost of resistance against overwhelming odds. The local population, though outmatched, displayed remarkable courage and resilience in the face of an insurmountable adversary. The aftermath of the war left a lasting impact on the island, shaping its future and its identity. The profound impact even the shortest conflicts can have on the course of history is evident in the way Zanzibar remembers this event. Today, the memory of the 38-minute war is preserved in Zanzibar, not just in history books, but in the very fabric of the island. The streets, landmarks, and historical sites all tell the story of this brief yet significant conflict. It is not remembered as a celebration of victory or defeat, but as a testament to the island's resilient spirit. The people of Zanzibar have embraced their history, using it as a source of strength and identity. The war is a reminder of a pivotal moment that shaped its destiny. Cultural festivals, traditional attire, and community gatherings all reflect the enduring spirit of the island. The historical sites and memorials serve as educational tools, teaching both locals and visitors about the island's past. Local historians and guides play a crucial role in keeping the memory of the war alive. It stands as a stark reminder of a bygone era, a time when colonial powers dominated much of the world. The remnants of colonial architecture and artifacts in museums offer a glimpse into that period. The enduring legacy of colonialism on the world stage is evident in the way history is remembered and taught. The Anglo-Zanzibar War, though brief, is a powerful example of the lasting effects of colonial rule and the resilience of those who lived through it.